Now on the surface, this might look like your everyday 65% keyboard, but this definitely has some tricks up its sleeve. Today we're looking at the MKC65 by MyKeyClub, a brand that's somewhat new to the scene but has made an impact in a short amount of time. So I'm excited to see just what's in store for this new 65%. The MKC65 follows closely after the release of the MyKeyClub 75% keyboard of 2023, and it follows a lot of the same key principles, a well-presented entry-level custom mechanical keyboard for an affordable price. And that's true, but there are a couple cool unique things about this board that we'll cover in just a bit. First, allow me to extend the option of smashing that subscribe button for those who are into tech and mechanical keyboards, because this is literally a whole channel about all that type of stuff. Thanks, now let's dive in. The MKC65 is a CNC'd aluminum body 65% keyboard with 8 case color options, 8 back weight options, and it also includes an internal weight. Plus you can customize it with up to 2 different modules along the right row of keys to use a rotary knob or light up badge. Now all of that is awesome, but I think the most unique thing about the MKC65 is the 3-in-1 design. But before I go into too much detail, let's get this thing unboxed. Got a USB cable, the knob module, mounting options, and of course you got the hardware too. You get a set of stabs including 5 stabilizers, 6 wires compatible with 7U, 6.25U, and 2U x 4. There's also a couple mods included to hold everything steady, I assume. Let's see this board. I got the milky white color and it's a beautiful creamy light tan coating that looks almost good enough to eat. The shape itself isn't too ambitious, but I have a feeling the mounting styles are going to make up for this simple design. The body coating and the back weight are flawless to the touch, but I can't help but think of the similarities to the back weight of the QK100. But then again, I never really understood why the QK100 had that shape. At least here it's representative of the M of MyKeyClub. And I will say, this is a very nice improvement from the MKC75 back weight. So you got options for a soldered PCB or a hot swap wired or tri-mode version. So here I got the wired version with no flex cuts. And I don't believe there are any other PCBs other than wired that offer a non-flex cut option. Also in the box, it comes with the pull-on foam pack for sound curation, and I've got 2 types of plates, one palm and the other aluminum. For this video, I'll be building mine with palm to start, and ultimately ending with a plateless configuration. Now, you're probably wondering how is that possible? So let's finally discuss this 3-in-1 system I mentioned before. One of the coolest things about the MKC65 is the amount of mounting styles you have at your disposal. So you can choose one of 3, including top mounted, PCB gasket mounted, or plate gasket mounted. So for a board at this price point, you gotta admit that's pretty impressive. Since I often build boards with gasket mount, I opted to go with the top mount for this first build, even though it might be a little bit stiffer typing experience. But let's check out the sound test. First being palm plate with no foam, using Osume Zen Keycaps and Keebfront big wig linear switches. Then I'll follow up with a couple other builds following that. There are so many possibilities and configurations that you can build with this board in order to tweak it to your personal liking. At first I wasn't so sure if I liked the sound profile, but it was only my first config with the palm plate and some pretty deep linear switches, and that was just a little too thocky for me. I may even retire using palm plates as a whole, to be honest, but that's all my own personal preference. And it was truly once I ditched the plate entirely that I stumbled on my holy grail for this sound of this board, at least using this specific switch. So I have a review for a couple of these Keebfront switches coming up soon, so I'll save more of my opinions regarding the switches for that. Overall though, I love what you can get out of this board that it only starts at $99 before shipping, and of course it goes up depending on your color, plate, PCB, and your add-on choices. In terms of the design, it's simple with enough flair to make it stand out from the slew of other aluminum boards on the market, and the price really makes it competitive, even with the intense competition in the 65% keyboard market right now. So a couple things that I wouldn't mind if they fix before shipping to the customers is that they really need to find a labeling system to implement for the hardware that's included. I had to basically trial and error every single screw to figure out which one went where, and it was a little bit difficult, so maybe just a little bit of labeling on the packages could help. Now the stabilizers are not the best, but they're certainly not the worst. It took a little while for me to get them to tune well, but your results could definitely vary. Either way, if you choose to use your own stabs on this board, it's gonna be pretty solid. Even if you don't, they're not too bad. The more I've typed on them, the more they kind of broken in, so there's that. So with that being said, man, this is a beautiful choice for anybody looking for their first custom mechanical keyboard. So the pre-order time, aka the group buy, starts from January 15th and it goes to February 15th, so it's exactly a month long. Be sure to visit the link in the description down below for more info on how to reserve your pre-order before it's too late. February 15th is coming up very closely, so if you caught this video in time, I'd say just jump on it. The price of it doesn't really leave your pockets hurting too much. Well, now I can't speak for everybody of course, but in terms of pricing, this keyboard definitely comes in lower than a lot of keyboards on the market, and especially for what you get. Basically what I'm trying to say is that it's easily worth the money. This aesthetic is probably one of my favorite builds that I've built in quite a long time, especially on the budget side. So thanks for watching, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more keyboard videos. Have a great day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.